everyone, how are y'all doing today? My name is Andrew and I am the 5 p.m. chef. I hope you're all having a great Saturday, or, well, whenever you're watching this video. It's lunchtime and I want to make something for myself a little special, a little different, not just normal soup and sandwich, but I want something that cooked almost as quick as that. So I'm making a dish that sort of takes me back to my childhood. It was something we always used to have. It would be a Saturday evening dinner or something. But I've also done it for special dinners for people, and with Valentines coming up, I thought this is a simple, easy meal that anyone can make. It takes no time. It takes longer in the oven than it does to do the prep. And for once, it's one that I'm using that is, I'm cooking that's almost with a lot of store-bought ingredients. So there's very, very little to do. So why don't we jump in and let's get some cooking done? Because, well, the faster it's done, the faster I can have my lunch. So what we're going to do, as always, is let's do a little camera switch here. What I start with, I haven't told you what I'm doing. Let's see if you can figure it out as we go, or as always, when you see it in the title of the video. I just have a standard little casserole dish. I've pre-melted up a little bit of garlic butter, and for the garlic butter, it is just that. It's a bit of garlic and some melted butter. 15 seconds in the microwave. Next, I think they make these packs more and more child-proof every day. I'm just using a rice blend that you can buy everywhere. I'm trying to get that on camera. There we go. Just an Uncle Ben's, a cheese and broccoli rice. You can change it and use something else, but I think once you see the rest of this, you'll understand why we went with cheese and broccoli. The horrible neon cheese powder that doesn't have any real cheese in it whatsoever, but does add a good flavor, and we are going to add some real cheese to it. Their recipe calls for 2 cups of water, so we add 2 cups of water. Take out a fork, just give it a quick little stir around. Try and get it even. I'm not worried if the cheese powder doesn't melt in or isn't totally dissolved in there. It'll do that in the oven. Next, being a cheese and broccoli, there's supposedly some broccoli in there. I've yet to find it. It looks more like green flecks or parsley to me, so I'm just going to add some frozen broccoli from the freezer that I pulled out. This is thawed, but if you don't want to thaw it first, you don't have time, you're coming in from work and you're just grabbing stuff, put it in frozen. It'll work all the same. Next, just some grated, sharp mozzarella cheese. Someone asked me in one of the comments that it seems like I use a lot of cheese. And I said, actually, I don't think I use enough cheese. I could use a lot more. On top of this, now we have some really, really nice filet of sole. I buy it frozen, individually packaged, so I can just pull out what I want. And we're just going to set that on top. If it sinks in, it doesn't matter. For the little bit that floats, that's fine. That's it. As always, we season. And get some in the water that the rice will cook into. just a pinch of salt on the fish. It doesn't take a lot. You can always bump up the flavor a little more. Some garlic. This is just standard garlic powder. We've already added the salt, so I'm not using a garlic salt. Keep forgetting I have my apron on today, and my handy cloth is right there. Next, like I said, to me, you can never have enough cheese. And here we're going to give it a little bit of a double blend. We're going to go with that nice sharp cheddar. That'll go so nice with the rice. And because sole is a very mild fish, it'll just help give everything a little bit extra flavor. And for a second, a little bit of cheese. Just a bit of mozzarella for that little creaminess. Again, just a little hit of pepper on top. I know it seems a little strange, but we're going to drizzle some of the garlic butter onto that. This is going to get down to the fish. It's going to get more into the rice. Just adds that other little layer of flavoring. And butter, garlic, how can you go wrong? That's it. 5 minutes in, lunch or dinner is ready. From here, we simply cover it with a little bit of tin foil, which never wants to come out of the roll. We just want to cover it loosely. We want the steam to have some place to escape. And also we don't want it pushing down on the cheese. We want to eat the cheese. We don't want the tin foil to have it. I've preheated my oven to 375. So in this goes. Trying to bring it without spilling too much of the liquid out. And that's it. Lunch or dinner is prepared. 30 minutes, that comes out of the oven. So if it's dinner time for a nice glass of wine or relax. If you're with that someone special, talk about your day. Find out how their day was. And actually listen. Because they need you as much as you need them. Anyways, this is a counseling program. This is just an old guy rattling on about what he knows. Anyways, what we'll do is we'll come back in 30 minutes once this is done. We'll dish it up, we'll show you the final product, and we'll enjoy. So, until then, we'll see you all in about 30 minutes. Welcome back, everyone. It's been 30 minutes. Yeah. I'm smelling this and it's sort of distracting me, so let's continue. I pulled it out of the oven after 30 minutes. I put my broiler on just to brown up the cheese a little bit, because being covered in the tin foil, of course, it's not going to brown. At the same time, I sprinkled a little bit of paprika on there for a little bit of color, and it does add a little bit of nice flavor to it and everything. So let's show you the final dish. And there we go. You can see how the rice has come up, how that cheese is nice and golden brown around the edges. And now comes the important part. So we'll just dig in there. That fish is nice and cooked and fluffy. I spilled some on the plate, on the stove. Get a little bit more of that fish and that rice. And there we are. The steam is sort of messing everything up, but you can see we have our gorgeous rice, our nice browned fish, sorry. It's going to be one of these days. You can see how the cheese and everything is browned. The fish is cooked nicely. Just put that over there. And there we are. Lunch is served. 5 minutes to make, 35 minutes in the oven. You can easily do this. You come home from work, everything from frozen, a simple pack of rice. If you want, feel free to make your own rice pilaf instead. Just a cup of rice, cup and a half of water, a little bit of salt and pepper, put your fish on top, put your cheese if you like, cover it with tin foil, in the oven, 30 minutes, exact same way. You don't like fish? Don't worry. Try it with chicken on top. Just thinly butterfly your chicken breasts, or if you prefer chicken thighs, again, in the oven. I would cook it a little bit longer, maybe 45 minutes, just because of the chicken. The important part of it all, of course, it's lunchtime. Try that rice. It's cooked perfectly. It's not mushy. It's not soft. It still has a little texture to it. It's just how rice should be. And of course the fish. Really hot. But other than that, the fish has that really nice, delicate flavor. It's fillet of sole. It's super tender. It's not fishy at all. If you're not a fish lover, try it. This is not a dish you're going to regret. The garlic and that little bit of garlic butter comes through. All the flavors are there. Nothing's fighting to beat each other. It's just a great, simple, quick and easy dish. I really hope that you try this out. There we go, that's a bit better. Not much, I think the food looks better than I do today. It's a quick, easy, simple dish. Make it to impress your friends. Make it to show how much you love the ones who are close to you. Make it for yourself for that special little occasion, or even just that quick lunch like I'm doing. As always, if you like this, please subscribe to my channel. The more people who like and show that they enjoy what I'm doing, the more it encourages me to make more videos like this. I have some new and exciting things coming up. There'll be links in the descriptions to a few new things. If you like talking about food and food related things, there's our Discord server, which again the link and the invite code will be down in the description of this video. And share this with your friends. Share this with other people who rely too much on takeout. Give them the chance to cook at home, to show them how easy it really can be. Not everything is like on the Food Network. We all don't have access to $1,000 truffles and all of that. A store-bought pack of rice, some really nice fish, some cheese that everyone has around, and that's it. It's more about cooking from the heart and knowing what you're eating than just eating to fill that void in your stomach. So please, until next time, my name is Andrew. I am the 5 p.m. chef. Thank you for visiting my kitchen, and as always, enjoy.